Hello and welcome to the campfire. I'm Jonathan Kershaw. I'm a guitarist and songwriter living here in my van based in the south of the UK. I invite you to join me as I attempt to build both music and a life as a wandering bard here on Patreon. Ooh, nice. So what is Patreon exactly and how does it work? For many of you this might be your first experience on Patreon. Patreon is a platform that brings together artists and the people that are interested in or excited by that artist. It allows those people to interact with the artist and gain benefits from directly supporting the artist. So how does Patreon do this? Well, it does it through a series of pledge levels, or tiers as they're known on Patreon. I have a series of tiers which start at £3 a month at campfire level and gradually increase in cost up to the aptly named epic level. The rewards that are received at each level obviously increase as you go through the pledge levels. Those rewards can be a whole range of things, from access to videos, live streams, behind the scenes features and footage, exclusive material or recordings, archive material, patrons only releases, early access to public releases, just anything really that I can think of that I can provide and that patrons would be interested in, and put them in those pledge levels, and you can choose what pledge level suits you. In the future you may wish to upgrade or downgrade your pledge level, and that's perfectly possible as well. So that's Patreon. You pick the pledge level that suits you best and get involved. Okay, so with the blurb out of the way, who am I and what do I do? Well, it's very likely many of you watching this have only a small idea of who I am. I'm certainly not famous. I'm a guitarist and songwriter based in the deep dark tropics of southern UK. I live here in my van, travelling around as a modern day bard, or at least will be once we're out of the COVID lockdown, which is currently on. Hope perhaps some of you are watching this after that's all in the dim distant past, so thank goodness for that. How I ended up in the van is a story I dare say you can discover here as a patron, and I'm sure I'll be keeping you posted on how life is progressing. But my music, if you're unfamiliar, is a blend of various styles, I guess, that have influenced me as a musician throughout my life. They include Celtic folk and traditional music, classical music, some rock music, heavy metal music. To be fair, I think you could class it as guitar music is what has generally inspired me through the ages, and that is what I bring to the table. My music is generally written on the acoustic, so there is some electric work in there as well, if that's what you enjoy. I'm hoping that with the support of patrons here through Patreon, I can now start creating more albums, more music, and getting those albums out to the people who want to hear it. I look forward to welcoming you as you join me on this journey, made possible through Patreon. Be well. And my notes have just fallen in the fire, so that will be the last take.